Touch yourself, say I'm a millionaire. And tell them I'm the boss. Okay, you can do it. Tell them I'm a millionaire creator. So we have been focusing on you for the past few days, for the past few weeks. So you have been the most important factor here. We have been talking about how you can become better as a person, how you can become better as an individual. So today we'll talk about your creative space. That's what we're going to discuss today. Your creative space, how to be more valuable in your creative space in business. So we'll look at how to be more valuable. How to be more valuable. Okay. In your creative space in business. In your creative space in business. How to be more valuable in your creative space in business. So wake up every morning. That should be a big question. How do I become more valuable? How do I make more money? And I'm going to do some kind of revision from one of the two topics we have been teaching already. So I'm going to be seeing how to do this. So that's very serious. Okay. How to be more valuable in your creative space. In business. Wow. Okay. So we started talking about the issue of being creative, and we said that the truth of the matter is that okay, yes, okay. So I will do some revision, and why I want to do this revision is because I want you to really understand some of what I've been in our classes. We've done this topic over and over again. So there are three categories of things God created. That is what happened. Three categories of things God created. Three categories of things God created. Okay. Or three categories of the things God created. Or the things God created. Or things that God. Three categories. Number one, we know from the Genesis that the first thing God created, He created the creation. Then our creation. The creation we say is the firmament, the sun, the moon, the skies, that's the thing. And when He was creating the creation, that is the water, the stars, the firmament. Okay, so He created those ones, the water, the firmament. So He created those ones, the etc. So when He was creating the creation, He used the word says, "Let there be light." So let there be. That's what He used. So when He was creating, He said, "Let there be light. Let there be this. Let there be firmament. Let there be this." That's what He used. So the next thing God created was the creatures. Creatures. He created the creatures. The creatures are the animals, the cats, the lion, and He created two of them. He created the land animals. So the land animals and the water, the sea animals, the water animals. So He said, "Let the earth bring forth its kind." That's what He did. He said, "Let the earth." He used the word when He was creating the creatures. He said, "Let the earth bring forth what? Its kind." So the earth is the one that brought forth all the animals that is creeping on the earth. He used the word, let the earth bring forth its kind. Let the water bring forth its kind. So that's what He used. So when God came to man, He said that let us. So He created the creators. So God created the creation. He created the creatures. God created the creation, created the creatures, and He created the creators. So we are not animal. So we are not. That I keep telling you. I'm going to show it to you. We are not. We are more than that. So He created, and when He came to mind, He said, "Let us create." That's what He used. He said, "Let us." Then us. He said, "Let us." That's the word He used. He said, "Let us. Let us create man. Let us create man in our image and likeness." Image and what? Likeness. That means the man that God created he can actually create like God. So God created the creation, the creatures, and the creators. So, and then I keep saying man is in three parts. Because for you to understand how to be more valuable in your creative space, you must first and foremost agree that you're a creator. Because if you don't agree that you're a creator, it's difficult to be valuable in your creative space. So man is in three parts, of course. The man has the body, of course. The man has the soul and the spirit. Thank you so much. So the man has. So this is the one that God created. The spirit is the one that God created. So this other one, the body, came to the earth to form man. This one was formed. They're not formed. That one was formed. Even the soul, that is the okay. Let's get some. I don't know what I've given us some note to write as usual. So this one is formed from materials from the earth. It's formed from the earth. That's the one he formed. That's the one he created in Genesis 2 verse 7. That's the one he formed. The other one is let us make man. He already created the spirit man already. So he has to come to the earth and form a man. And this particular body is the one that relates on materials, relate on materialism and materialistic. So that's one that within the material world. Let's put it like that. The body relates with the material world. So the body relates with the material world. Let's put it like that. Material world. Okay. So why this other one, the soul of it is formed. Sociology is a social man. That's sociological part of man. That is through intellectual property. That is through how to relate with other people. This one is formed through school knowledge, how to relate. This one relates with, of course, with the social world. With the social world. Okay? Human being, behavior, character. Those ones is formed from environment. So, but this two is formed. But you know one thing about this other one, this one is created. The spirit man was not just formed, he was created. He's a creator. He's a creator that God created. So this two is formed. This one is created. This one is created. That is the one that actually created. This is the one that relates with God. This one that relates with God. Relates with God Almighty. So man is in three parts. So the first thing we are talking about today is how to be more creative space in business. So for you to be more valuable, first and foremost, you must understand that, I'm a creator and that creative part of me is spirit, and that's the real you. This one was formed. All of us know that when God came down, he formed man and he breathed the breath of life into and he became a living soul. So it was formed. That's why this one will go back to the head. That's sure. This other one is formed from your social being. You go to school, you study, you relate to family members. So this one relates to your social part. Why this one is created by God and you always relate with God. So for you to actually create, you must know how to work in that part of that spirit realm, that part of imagination. Because I'm going to go to where we are going to today so that you can actually tie up the knot and understand where you are going to. But I must drag you to this point for you to follow me first and understand. So, okay, so let's see. I said that there are three categories of things God did. He created the creation, the creatures, and of course, the creators. Creation, creatures, and what? The creators. So the image of God is invisible. That's why the spirit is invisible. And that our part of God in us. We cannot see it, we can only feel it. And the image exists in the imagination. So man is just one person that has three expressions. Man is a person that has three expressions, both the body, the soul, and he can express himself. Man can express himself in these three categories. So it expresses one person but has three expressions. He can express himself. So the one that God breathed upon, and so man is already the combination of heavenly and earth. So it's a combination of heaven and earth. So this is the heaven part of man. This is the earth part of man. So this one is formed from the dust, and this one is formed from the social being, the environment, all the teachings, all the character, behavior. So man is a combination of heaven and what? Earth. Okay, earth, heaven and earth. So let's write this one down for those who are ready to write down. Okay. Heaven gives earth meaning. The heaven gives the earth meaning, and the earth gives the heaven expression. This one gives the heaven expression. So the heaven gives the earth meaning, while the earth gives the heaven expression. So for the Spirit of God in you to express himself, he must express himself through a body. He must express himself through the reasoning of a man. So the earth gives the heaven meaning, and while the heaven gives the body expression. So for you to create, you must understand four things. I'm going to do revision because we've done this over and over again. So, but let me allow you to write one or two things. I said the earth gives the heaven meaning, while the heaven gives the earth expression. So for the earth to be useful, for the earth to be able to live life according to the will of God, the heaven must express himself through the body and the soul of a man, through his thinking faculty, through his psychology, through his thinking pattern, through the way he gathers things, and the body he's keeping, of course, to express. So the earth gives the heaven meaning, and the heaven gives the earth expression. That's what happened there. So I'm going somewhere this morning because I want you to know that you're actually, the life you live today, you are the one that created it. Whether you did it intentionally or by neglect, you created your life. Who you are today is the sum total of what happened in your life for the past few years ago to today. So if you want 2024, we're about to enter December. We want that 2024 to be better. There's a need for us to bring this kind of training right now, focus, this and that, so it can prepare you for that year 2024. So you can create the life. I think you don't prepare that year for 2024. You prepare that year in 2023, again 2024. Some started planning their own since June and all of that. So you must know that that year you must create the life you want and live the life you want. So you are a creator. So, and for you to create, you must walk in this space. That's what we are going to today. Because the body is formed, of course, from the dust of the earth. The soul is formed from the social being of your life. And this is the one that relates with material world. This one relates with a social world. And this one relates with God. So the body, the earth, gives the spirit meaning. And the spirit gives the body expression. So for the body to express in the capacity of creativity, the spirit must actually be working your imagination, your spirit realm, your emotional world. Of course, that's the spirit part of you has to give it expression. So I don't know why I've gotten to this point. If you got to this point, shall I? Okay, so I was begging you guys to come early today, but some of you still came very late. I just wish before you come, we finish talking. That was my plan. So you just carry your bag and go, you know. Some of you are becoming perpetual latecomers, and it's not good. So the next time you come late, you stand on top of the chair. That's what I will make you do. So yeah, okay, have you gotten to this point? Okay, let's take some notes today. So, okay, I need to explain one more thing before I move on to give these notes. Okay, let me just see how we can write one or two. Okay, no, I need to actually, how do I make myself more valuable? I don't need to go there first, okay? I don't want to go there first. Let me explain one more thing that will actually help me get a soft landing today. Take a look at this. So, God created three categories. Number one is what? Creation. Number two is what? Number three is what? Okay. And the creator has three forms, three parts. The first one is called what? The body. Second one is what? The third one is what? The body is what? Formed. The soul is what? Formed. Where is the body formed from? Material world. That's how you relate to the material world. That is the six organs. There's the eye, the nose, the smell, and the touch, and all of that. So this one is formed from the way you hear to see things. So psychologically, that's what is formed. The spirit is not formed. That one is created. That's one you cannot kill. You can kill this one, but you cannot kill this one. So after understanding that you are a creator, touch yourself, I'm a creator. I'm a creator. No, you didn't say that confidently. Touch yourself again, say, I'm a creator. I'm a creator. Now you know you're a creator, so we have to do one more revision so I can tie up the knots for today. I wish I would not have to clean this. I wish I don't have to clean this, but we don't have the luxury of space. Okay, so we said something about four ladder of value, right? You remember the four ladder of value? Yes. So we drew something like this, and then we drew a ladder like this, you know. Do you climb a ladder from up or from here? Okay, from here, right? So let's start from there. So number four, we said this is called the implementers. The implementers. So the implementers are people in want to come in your business space. Okay, let's see. Sorry. Okay. So the implementers are the people that always exchange their time, their strength and energy for money. So that's what they do. And the one that are being paid the least, they exchange their muscles, their time. So they always want to do everything by themselves. If you check in an environment, they're the one that paid the least. In a bank, they're the one sweeping the floor, menial job. In a hotel, they're the one doing the room service. They're the one that they always want strength. They feel that making money is by strength. They exchange their strength, they exchange their time, they exchange their muscle, they exchange their energy for money. So anything they want to be done, they always want to exchange their time for money. So these are the ones. It's not a bad thing to start from being an implementer or an implementer, but please move from there to the next ladder of value creation, which is called the manager. The managers, of course, they unify. They unify for money. You can even see in a bank, people that manages the implementers, they make a little bit more money. So they unify, they use management skills, they relate with people. So they always want to put things together That the one not doing the work, that the supervisors, they will come tell you, okay, you carry this one, you do this one. You can see that. So, and if you're not a good implementer, you can never be a good manager. So you must be able to. Why we ask you to do KPI, it's not that all your life you'll be doing KPI. No. So you understand the process. So when you are managing or leading people, you can know the way you're going. So, and these people, they learn the management skill. They always want to organize people. They delegate duties. It's very good to do that. So the next one here is called the communicators. The communicators, they use their mouths to make money. So they always use their mouth to make money. They always talk, they communicate. So communication is very, very good, because you cannot communicate, you cannot be a good leader, you cannot be a good father, or not be a good. Of course, example of these people are coaches, pastors, professors, lawyers. They are the one that makes the highest amount of money, because consultants, that's what they say. So they always communicate effectively. So communication is very, very important. It's one of the highest. People that they make money more than the managers makes money more than the implementers. So the next one is called the imaginators. The imaginators. So this one now, they use their imaginations to make money. So they use their thoughts, imaginations to make money. They create the life they want. These imaginations, they use their thoughts. They use their mind. The mind factor. I say imagination means the image nation. So they always create an image in the nation, and the nation of the mind, image nation. So they use their mind to make money. So what they do is to sit down to imagine, create things, and after creating things, they communicate it to the communicators. Those ones communicate it to the managers. So these ones are the highest level of value creation. So you want to make money, you must always operate here. If you are employed as an implementer, you are an employee. If you start operating here, you'll be promoted. That is the truth. Even if you come into the business as just a distributor, you start operating here, you start making a lot of money, because this is where the money is made. This is just a manifestation of what is happening here. Even God in creating man, God first and foremost have the image of man. He said, let us create man. I wish I will not draw it up. So the man he created is from the man he was formed. So he created, let us create man in our own image. He already imagined it, and he now communicated it. Then our communication. He said, let us. He had to communicate. Could it be that he would have just created man without not communicating? Yes. But why did he have to communicate? He was teaching us a lesson. That no matter what you are thinking about yourself in 2024, there's a need to, that thing you are thinking in your mind is called dreams. Those things are called dreams. So until you write it down, it becomes a goal. It's a goal. And you must break it down. After you must have sit down to imagine it, you already create a mental picture of what you want to do, who you want to become, what you want to achieve. There's a need to communicate. Communicate. So if you don't communicate it, it will just die as a mere dreams and goals or whatever. It may just dreams or it may just idea. So there's a need to articulate your ideas, document it, and communicate. Communicate. I did not write that well, right? Communicators. Okay, it's correct now. So there's a need to communicate. So because if you don't communicate, nobody will understand. People will not understand. The universe will not come close to you. They will not support you. So operating at this highest level, for you to be a creator, you must know how your creator created you. So your creator created you by having a mental picture of who you are, communicated. Let us create man before he now comes to the earth and add the things and implement it. So he operates from here down, not from here. So even if you come in from here, please try to come over here and start using your imagination, because whatever the mind cannot conceive, the hand can never have it. Let's write this one down. You cannot use your mouth to create. You cannot use your mouth to create. You can use your mouth to create conversation that creates cash flow. You can use your mouth to create conversation that creates cash flow. You can use your mouth to create conversation that creates cash flow. So you need money, you need to communicate. What I want to sell akara, I want to sell fufu, you must communicate. Madam, I did here. You use your mouth to create conversation that creates cash flow. You use your mouth to create conversation that creates cash flow. If you don't know how to communicate, you will not be able to sell your car, you will not be able to sell your land, you will not be able to sell anything. So you must communicate. So what you use to communicate is your mouth. And that is why people that use their mouth to communicate make more money than people that use strength. Because the truth about that, you can use your mouth to inspire somebody, you can use your mouth to motivate somebody, you can use your mouth to start a discussion that will give you 50 billion, you can use your mouth. But strength, even if you die, that strength, you will be paid in proportion to your energy. And that is the one. And you know what happened? Human beings will soon be tired, because we are not robots, we are not machines. So you use your mouth to create conversation that creates cash flow, or messages that moves the masses. You use your mouth to create conversation that creates cash flow, or create messages that moves the masses. So you use your mouth to create conversation that creates cash flow, or create messages that moves the masses. That moves the masses. So what do you use to create a message that moves the masses? Is you think about it and you communicate it. Use your brain, think about it, communicate it. Once you can communicate, message that move the masses, okay, you're in. Everybody does this. Dangote does this. Elon Musk does this. Of course, Mark Zuckerberg does this. They tell you even though they don't even believe what they are telling you. That see what happened. We are going to create a new world where they will not using fuel again, electric cars, and it's going to happen. They already start saying it before they even go to start working. I told you when I was in secondary school in SS1, one of my physics teachers at that time was saying, that how can a man be thinking you can drive a car with electricity without fuel or petroleum product? It's not possible. The teacher was just, and the guy Elon Musk, even though his name is Elon Musk then, was just talking about it. They're going to create a world, and it took him over 15 to 20 years before he finally made a reality. For me and you would have given up. Me and you would have quit a long time ago, because you don't know how to hold on. You don't know how to stay focused. You don't know how to think of a thought and maintain it on it and bring it to reality. I told you Thomas Edison tried to invent electric bulb over and over and over and over 1,000 times. For you, if I say I don't try am once, I don't try am two, I don't try am 100 times, you know they work. You have just drawn a conclusion on yourself and quit. The White brothers, the bicycle repairers that lent you the first aircraft, they try. They sold everything, they slept in their shops, and they almost gave up. But they did not. They hold on to it. If I read a book called The Alchemist, when he was going back, after he was going back, no, is it The Alchemist? No, the richest man in Babylon. That guy that was captured in a slave, and he was going back, that the woman now gave him, I think, two axes with some food like that, and they didn't finish on the way. He did not quit on his dreams. He did not quit on his focus. He did not quit on what he want to. Don't quit on who you want to become. You want to be an entrepreneur, millionaire. That's why people don't want to become an entrepreneur. Because the price to pay to become an entrepreneur is not an easy task. It's always difficult for a start. People will quit. They will go and get a job so they can be short of salary. They want to pay their bills. They want to be responsible for their life at all. They can look for somebody to blame. It's not my fault they have not paid me yet. That's why it's this. They have not increased my salary yet. They have not paid me. They're looking for who to blame. That's why they want to take 100% responsibility for their financial life. They don't want it at all. They don't want to live a life of impact. They don't want it at all. They don't want to create a life that's significant. But you see somebody living a life that's significant, they want to pull it down. Because they cannot live it. They cannot live it. They're like a man that puts his hand and look back. They're not fit for the journey. So for you to become a creator, you must be a very strong individual. You must be able to be a strong individual mentally to create an image of who you are, and don't leave that image until it becomes a reality. So you must create it and you must communicate it. You know why it needs good to communicate with your mentors, with your mentees, is that because they will be holding you accountable. For you to, I said, you can use your mouth to create conversation that creates cash flow and create messages that moves the masses. If you are still with me, shall I? Write this one down. The shortest move to become wealthy is to create value. The shortest move to becoming wealthy is to communicate value. The shortest move to become wealthy in life is to always communicate value. That's the shortest move. If you want to use your strength, okay, show me a man that push you battle and build skyscraper. Show me a man that push you battle and buy private jets. Show me a man that do carpentry and buy private jets. Show me a man that do carpentry and build a skyscraper. None. Show me a man that carry Dangote cement and build a skyscraper. Show me a man that carry Dangote cement and build and buy a private jet. None. But I can show you so many people that use their mouth to talk. Likes of Oyedepo, likes of Akumuyi, likes of Adeboye, likes of course, so many professors, likes of they have to Obi Kubana, like they use their mouth. They are not involved in all those in the door. They use their mouth to talk. They gather men to talk to men. They inspire men through the words of their mouth, through communicating. So you want to become a successful person, communicate, imagine and communicate. Leave this one. You can do this one just to get the experience. Don't do this one for money. Never you trade your time for money. Never you trade your time for money. That's what poor people do. Poor and average men, they trade their time for money. Always communicate for money. Use your mouth, use your imagination to make money. Create a mental image of who you are. Stand up and practice that. There will be challenges. Those are just to stop you or hinder you from moving forward. Don't do that. The shortest move to becoming wealthy is to communicate value. Full stop. If you're hired as an implementer and you start communicating and using imagination, you'll be promoted. I already said that. Let me also say this to you, in case you forget. I've said that over and over again in my class. Wealth is a spiritual outcome. Wealth is what? A spiritual outcome. Wealth is a spiritual outcome. So I wish I did not clean it. Man is in three parts. For you to be wealthy, your spirit man has to be using the power of imagination and communication. Wealth is a spiritual outcome. So if you are poor spiritually, fight everything you want to fight on earth. You are still poor. You can make the money, it's called lucky jump, but very soon to come down. Like a lucky jump, tomorrow you come down because your spiritual man is weak. You don't even know it. I've been also telling you when I used to have money. You don't know me before now when I used to have money, when I used to do it. Because so anymore, right? So write this one down. Poverty is a result of spiritual warfare. Poverty is a result of spiritual warfare. No matter how you want to help a man, wealth is a result, poverty is a result. All in a result. But yeah, so poverty is a result of a spiritual warfare. Wealth is a result, poverty is a result, success is a result. So you got to get the spiritual man done very well. So you got to get your imagination and communication done. If not, you are not going anywhere. Okay? Don't write this one and just listen to this. The enemy came to kill, steal, and destroy. Adam and Eve lose focus in abundance and they focus on lack. That is a problem. The enemy always come to kill, steal, and destroy. So Adam, they have abundance of things. This one thing, you shall not eat this one. So they lose sight of abundance and focus on one thing, which is small, which is called lack. When you lose sight of who you are as a person and focus on the things you're not supposed to, you become lack. Your problem will come. You'll be distracted. I told you last 3 days ago we talked about focus. The whole idea about focus is distraction. So not distraction. They're the same coin. Just saying 1 naira coin or 10 naira coin or whatever. The same coin. One is focus, one is distraction. They're the same coin. They say the same coin, about two sides of the coin. Coin have two sides, head and tail. Yes or yes? The one is focus, one is distraction. If you are not focusing, you are distracted. You are distracted, you are not focusing. So in life, don't be distracted. Challenge. That's why you come millennial school late now. You're already distracted from your neighbor, from your brother. From your, you want to do everything. Why don't you start at night? Why don't you do those things at night? So in the morning, you'll be free. You'll be travel through life light. This life, you must travel light. Stay on travel light. Carry a lot of weight. You are do the thing so you can travel light. See, the thing is that one thing about the enemy, you don't want to lose focus on where you are going to. Because you know, if a man maintain focus for over a time, you suddenly become that. That's what I always said. Know that behold the word of truth that transform into that. Because beholding leads to transformation. That's why you have to always imagine, behold yourself, create a mental picture and communicate. This is the highest level of value creation. It's called the 4 ladder of value creation. So you move here. If you are here, you are still struggling financially. Even when you have money, I can bet you the money will be short-lived. It will just leave. It will develop wings and fly away. I know what happened to you. You will not even understand it. You say, I'm going to get. So the enemy comes to steal, kill, steal, and destroy. Adam and Eve lose focus on abundance and they focus on what? Lack. When you focus on abundance, you are ignoring lack. When you focus on lack, you are ignoring abundance. If I see with me, shall I? So tell me, what are you focusing on? I would like to hear the answer. What is the answer? So you're focusing on abundance, you're actually ignoring what? Lack. And you do that intention, not that you don't recognize lack is there. But you know that lack is there, but you used to give it attention. Attention is a universal currency. Whatever you pay attention to, you are purchasing it. You pay attention to abundance, you are purchasing abundance. You pay attention to lack, you are purchasing lack. You pay attention to poverty, you are purchasing poverty. You pay attention to wealth, you are purchasing wealth. You pay attention to trainings, programs like this, you are purchasing it. Whatever you pay attention to, you are purchasing it. And your life will move in the direction of your attention. And you put your carry your intention, put your attention on your intention. Boom. So you say you are lucky. You only learned it. It's a skill. You learned it. And the good thing about it, you can develop system about your skill. Okay? Your life don't better because what makes the difference is system. Tell us system. Develop systems about your skill. Don't always want to become implementers. Think and communicate how you can develop system. So you stop implementing. There's no part implementing. There's no part managing. But don't stay too here. If you die today as a manager of a bank, before they bury you, they will replace you. Yes or yes? You die today as a manager or as a commissioner of police. Before they bury you, they will replace you. Yes or yes? You die today as a director, permanent secretary. You are managing staffs for government, right? They are giving a director, permanent secretary. They're just names. You are still doing the manager work. You are managing for the government. Before they bury you as a permanent secretary, they will replace you. Yes or yes? Your children can never inherit your job. They will inherit your businesses. Tell neighbor. Your children can never inherit your job. They will inherit your business. I told you. See, if you like, waste your useful age. Waste your oil and come and cry. You know one thing. And the last, you even remember say, oh boy, I get energy. I get energy, but I no use them. You get energy to write books, sing song, do this, train, inspire people, but you never used it because you're afraid of what people will say. They will criticize you. Show me a man who has a mounted authority that has not been criticized. Every man, even Christ, was criticized. So I told you, you want to be a leader, forget about criticism. Because they will say, even if you don't do as a leader, they will talk. You do, they will talk. Just this is called distraction. It's not distraction. Focus. See, use your energy, use them well. That when you are going back empty. You have used and given all that God has given to you. And that's always good to make money on time so you can do the things you love to do. Becoming an entrepreneur is not just about making money, but fulfilling purpose. We are here to fulfill purpose. I told you already, we want men to see our life and give God the glory. If you are still with me, shout I. The reason people that don't fulfill purpose are people that are not creating. They can have all the money in this life, but they are not. I told you already, a man comes to do 3 things on earth. Everybody here came to create. Stay not create. And connect. Stay not connect. And contribute to the life of things and people that cannot pay you back. That's what you do. So if you're not creating things, you are not connecting, you are not contributing, okay, you cannot be fulfilled. Have all the money in this life. Why do you think most of all the billionaires, after all the money they have, they want to go and create charity NGOs, then connect with some poor masses and contribute to people or things that cannot pay them back? That's the kind of fulfillment. If not, forget about it. So the thing is this. For you to be more valuable in your creative space in business, you must sit down to articulate exactly the kind of business you want to do, the kind of things you want to do. You must have a mental picture of it. You must create a mental image and imagination. Sit down, nobody will do it for you. I encourage people to get thinking chair, thinking corner, or a private place. Just find a place you can sit down, carry pen and paper. You don't think with your head, you think on paper. You think with your head, it's called worry. It's not worry. You think on paper, that is thinking. Right, the one want to do, you want to become. So because if you don't do it, nobody will do it for you. And let me tell you the truth. Nobody is coming to help you. Your father is not coming, your mother is not coming. If you are broke, it's your thing. If you are poor, it's your thing. So stand up and make the difference. Tell your neighbor, stand up and make the difference. Your papa don't finish your work. Your mother don't finish your work. Your papa don't born you. Your mother don't born you. They don't put you. They don't take care of you. You don't need 18 years. You're on your own. You're on your own. So stop blaming the government. Stop blaming your father. Stop blaming the weather. Stop blaming God. Stop blaming things. Stand up and take charge because you are in charge. Touch yourself, I'm in charge. Say I'm a millionaire. Say I'm a success. So for you to create, for you to be able to be more valuable in your creative space, you must learn to use imagination and what? Communication. So let's take 1 or 2 notes and let's see how far we can go today. So write this one down. The more I focus on the highest level of value, the more I focus on the higher level of value creation. 4 ladder of value creation. 4 ladder of value creation. The more I focus on the higher level of value creation, these are higher level of private 1 and 2. 4 ladder of value creation. 4 ladder of value creation. The more I focus on the higher level of value creation, the more valuable I will be to myself and to people around me and the people I come across. So the more I focus on the higher level of value creation, on the higher ladder of value creation, the more I focus here, the more valuable I will be to myself and to people around me. That is what happened. If you're focusing here, you are less valuable to yourself and to around you. You will work hard, you tire, you wash the plate, wash the car, wash hotel, do this. You are stressing yourself. Do that in 50 years, you see that broken poor. So there's no need to complain. Don't complain. No. Don't say, nobody's helping me here. You are the one that did not help yourself. You are the one that did not learn. That's the problem. Hey, ignorance is bad. The Bible says you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. Ignorance is the absence of truth. Knowledge is accumulation of truth. Understanding is assimilation of wisdom is application of foolishness is abandonment of. So when a man chooses to be foolish, you know a foolish person, the Bible says in the book of Proverbs 1 verse 22, see, it says fools hate knowledge. Fools do what? Hate knowledge. When somebody hates knowledge, he's a big fool. He doesn't, he's struggling now. You are telling him what to do. He say, I'm not interested. Okay, he's fine. Continue. Continue. I told you, don't relate to the poor man. Don't relate to them. Poverty is a virus. Poverty is contact. What you owe a poor man is charity. It's not charity. If you have, and don't give a poor man more than 10% of your charity. I don't mean one person. Gather all the poor people, carry 10% of your money in a month, share to all of them. If you don't reach them, now their own matter be that. You are not their savior. You are not the savior of the world. You are not the great provider. Jehovah El Shaddai is a is a great provider. When you want to come to El Shaddai, you shall die. Stop being the God to this city. I'm telling you the truth. See, you cannot, when you see a man drowning in a sea and you cannot swim, you want to help that man, both of them are going to drown together for the water. Yes or yes? I don't tell you this thing. This thing we say are the principles. You must practice them to become discipline and habit. Because if you can waste all your time. Look at your past 5 years, 10 years. Look at where you are now. You like them. If you don't like them, that means you will do something different. Because doing the same thing the same way and expect a different result is insanity. So understanding this very well, it will also help you. I said, when I focus more on the higher level of value creation, I'll become more valuable to myself and to people around me. Don't write this one, but listen to me. When I see problems and challenges, I will see the imagination to figure out the solutions to provide in exchange for money. So what we are doing as entrepreneur, I say when times are hard, entrepreneurs do what? Emerge. Your capacity to think make you an entrepreneur. So once we see problems, entrepreneurs quickly go here. We begin to imagine solutions, possible solutions. We do testing and tweaking because once we can imagine it and it's so clear in our mind and we communicate it, okay, money will flow. Tell them money will flow. People's life will get better because of our imagination and communication. My life will get better and money will come in. So people will surely buy from you when they think that what the value you are providing to them is more than the money they are paying for. Let's go to where we are going to today. But I was doing this foundation for you to get to where we are going to. Write this one down on your note. How do I make myself more valuable? That is it. How do I make myself more valuable? That's where I'm going to today. But I need to make you know that you are a creator. I need to sing that in, that you're a creator. That I'm not teaching you, you refuse to create. It is your choice. You must create. You must create. How do I make myself more valuable? That is a question. All you want to be valuable, you want to make more money. Because we always tell you that money is a slave of value. Money is a slave of value. So if you need money, you don't pray to God for money. You pray to God to be more valuable. For God to give you an idea that solves a problem in the society. Stand up and solve that problem. Money will look for you. Yes or yes? If you pray for money, you're still a joke, a bunch of joke. Can't you see your life? Everything that you have that is valuable. You use money to buy it. Your shoe, your car, your land, you use money to marry. You use money to raise your children. Yes or yes? We can't be to pray God, no, God, I need money. God, and you're praying amiss. You're not articulating your thoughts. You should pray to God, give me an idea, make me valuable, make me resourceful. That's what you pray for. That's what you pray for. Let your eyes of understanding be open. Look at where Apostle Paul was playing. He was praying. He was articulating his thought. So the thing is this. I want to make you understand. How do you make yourself more valuable? Are you still with me? If you are with me, shout I. You are not shouting, I say I will not teach again. If you are still with me, okay, let's do it one more time. You are still with me, shout I. Okay, now you are coming. Okay. See, it's good that you know. If you don't want to know, you are not doing yourself any good at all. You are not doing yourself any good. Knowing is very good. If you want to hear it over and over and over again, keep hearing it and keep taking action. Then action. Write this one down. Stop thinking that working hard and longer at implementing things. Stop thinking that working harder and longer at implementing things as an implementer will make you wealthy because it's hard. Full stop. Stop thinking that working harder physically and longer physically at implementing things as an implementer will make you wealthy because it's hard. It doesn't. Stop thinking. Stop it. Just stop it. Stop thinking that working harder physically, longer physically, at implementing things physically as an implementer will make you wealthy because it's hard. No, it's not. Stop thinking that working harder and longer at implementing things will make you, as an implementer, will make you wealthy because it's hard. You know, stop thinking that. Stop thinking that working harder and longer at implementing things as an implementer will make you wealthy because it is hard. No, it's not because I'm pushing wheelbarrow, I'm carrying stone. Because of that, maybe often I'm stuck, nobody's helping me. That you are joking, a bunch of joke. Joker. We don't make money that we don't make money that way. You don't get it, you don't get it. Forget about it. You don't get it. Stop thinking that you are thinking of. Stop thinking that working harder and longer at implementing things as an implementer will make you rich and wealthy because he's hard. Yeah, he's hard. You know, this is where you get rich and wealthy. Work harder here. Don't worry, I'm going to give you some golden phone notice there. So stop thinking that working harder and longer, even stop thinking that sharing card and sending text message will make you money because you're sharing card. You must go back and see yourself sharing the cards, making the sales calls, doing this. You already see it in your mind, working and people are coming. Imagine people coming upstairs and talking to them, they are paying money. You must create a mental image before you can do the physical one. But once you do the physical one without the mental one, you are wasting time. You are wasting resources. You are wasting strength and energy because you did not do the mental before you do it. You do the mental first before the physical. Even God that created you did the mental. He said, let us create man. He did not create man that day. And Genesis 2 verse 7, he went and formed man. And breathed into man. He already created a man. He said, what did you say? Before you were born, I knew you. Which one that God knew? Is the one he created, not the one that was formed in the womb. You don't get it. No, you didn't see it coming, right? But today is not the day. Don't worry, one day I will show you something. I will show you something that will blow your mind so that you understand that you are more than enough. Stop telling me things are hard, it might just be difficult. You know, imagine Joseph. How do you explain to Joseph that, you know, this guy was put in the pit and was sold, got into slavery, Potiphar's wife lied to this guy, went to prison? How can you tell him you be the next prime minister? Because you already know he's God, that he that promised is faithful to bring it to pass. You already know it. So all this is called process, not process. Maybe if I surrender to Potiphar's wife, he may not be the prime minister. He said, I will not do this thing because of my God. It wasn't because of anything. How can I do this kind of a thing? No, you know where he was going. He was focusing on it. So don't let any distraction, even look at the distraction in the David's life. Small distraction, Royaya's wife. See the guy future shake. The guy future shake because of distraction. He supposed they war battle, they fight, they sleep for house. You see one woman, they bath. All of the evening, say, baby, come, make I do something. Because you are not that way you're supposed to be. That's the problem. You are distracted. See in future. See in future now. The guy future shake. Because while everywhere, because of distraction. Enemy just want to distract you. So if you're thinking that working hard and longer and of course harder will make you rich and wealthy as an implementer, because you are joking. So write this one down. Thinking is the hardest work. Thinking is the hardest work, and most people never do it. Thinking is the hardest work, and most will never do it. They don't want to do it. That's why employees now. They are employees, they don't want to think. They want to follow routine. Schedules. You do 8, close by 4. Schedules, do this, wash plate. They want to follow instructions. They don't want to think. Thinking is the hardest work. And most people never do it. They never do it. They never start a thought and complete a thought. They can never start and complete. They don't complete the thought in their mind. Distraction everywhere. Thinking is the hardest work. Most people never do it. If you make your brain sweat more than your body, then you'll be wealthy. If you make your brain sweat more than your body, you'll be wealthy. If you make your brain sweat, think of something, start signing up in your mind. Just start one sign up in your mind. From the time you are sending the text, making the call, start the sign up in your mind, complete the thought. To the person come to the hall, imagine the person entering, sitting down, and the person stand up to make and go out and meet Mr. Memian or Mr. Wilson and make payment. And if you start that thought process, finish it. Start the thought process of buying a car. Start and finish it. Say it, shout it. That's what God did now. God started the thought. He said in the beginning, there was the earth was dark, full of was void, and the spirit of the world hovers on the water. That hovering means incubation. So no, incubation. He's incubating, he's thinking, and he's generating the energy. And he said, let there be what? Light. And that's what happened. So why can't you do the same thing? You are created in his image and likeness. Copy and paste. Copy the right cards. That is not the problem. Copy is allowed. Copy. Oh, so how do you think the people become wealthy? We create things and communicate them. Everything you see here, everything you see in my life, we create them and communicate them. We call those things as that are not as if they were. Because the invisible create the what? The visible. The invisible is the real world. The imagination is the real world. The only thing that brings the invisible world to a physical world is action, massive action. So massive action. No retreat, no surrender. That's the only way. You read the book, it says, Think and Grow Rich. Where that guy crossed the water with them, he burned on the ship. He said, burn the boat. Either we win or we win. Either we die, yes. Did they win the war? Yes. When you fight with all your heart, with all your body, everything you win. You are fighting small. Let me just go. Let me just try. You are just doing it. You are not yet there anyway. So you have to get it there. So let's see some notes. My time is fast spent. Okay. Everything that just evolve, evolution is natural, growth is intentional. Tell you what, evolution is natural. Growth is intentional. So if you're not intentional about yourself, your growth, your financial growth, your spiritual growth, your physical growth, your health, okay, you are not intentional. So evolution is what? Natural. Growth is what? Intentional. You want to grow in your finance, you want to grow in your relationship, you must be intentional about it. If you're not intentional about it, sorry. If you leave it in the hand of the government, still sorry. Hand of your boss, still sorry. Hand of somebody, still sorry. They will still use it now at their own favor. Oh, you don't understand? You think government likes you? Yes, they just brought $27 billion, $1 trillion, $1 trillion, I don't even know. Budget. It's not budget for poor people. It's for rich class. That's the rich class. They don't even know you exist. Why you are dying or not, it doesn't concern them. You don't understand. You are still joking. You never wake up. Tell them, wake up. Collect your money. Growth, evolution is what? Natural. Growth is what? Intentional. Write this down. Nothing gets better in life without intention. Nothing gets better in life without intention. Nothing gets better. Your financial life, your spiritual life, every part of your life doesn't get better without intention. You must be intentional. You must have your numbers. You must have your figures. You must have I asked somebody the month of December, what is your target for the month? He said nothing. Okay, Sarah, what must you be? What is your strategy? He said by God's grace. By God's grace is not a strategy. Tell your neighbor. By God's grace. It's not a strategy. Because the grace of God is sufficient to all. We all have the grace already. Go and manifest. Stop holding back your energy. Stop holding back your power. Manifest. You refuse to manifest. And the endless expectation of the creatures are waiting the manifestation of the sons of God. You are the one not manifesting. That is a problem. You are too, I don't want people to judge me. I don't want to call me names. I don't mention my name. I don't know what you are telling about. Do people's opinion pay your bills? Why are you behaving like this now? People's opinion don't pay your bills. We don't care. Oh my God. You don't see it coming. Okay. I said nothing gets better in life without intention. Write this one down. Creatures, which are animals, just do what they have to do because they are programmed to do so. But we are not creatures. We are creators. I proved to you before at the beginning of the class. The creatures, you see, they just do what they have to do because they are programmed to do so. But you are a creator. You would create things. That's the purpose of it. You must create, you must connect, you must contribute. That's the thing. If you are not creating things in life, you are not connecting, you are not connecting. You are wasting time. You are equally wasting time. You are wasting time. Time is going. This year is about to end now. What have you created this year? What have you connected to this year? What kind of contribution you made this year? So that's the problem. You are not creating, you are creating somebody. I'm an implementer. Show me a man that do this and build a skyscraper. None, not even one. No, the one is I'm going to bring internet, put top 100 multi-billionaires in the world. I'm going to show me any of them. All of them are all imaginators and communicators. All of them, all imaginators and communicators. Imaginators and communicators. That is what they are. Oh, really good as I think I'm going. Thomas Edison that he was imagining his 9 friends. Remember that story now? Yes. My 9 friends is imagination. Did it come to pass? Yes. He has to imagine it. That's how God created you self. I proved to you today. So, okay. Let me try and end this class. Okay. Okay. Let's write that now. Fulfill. Where did I start? I said creatures, which are animals, just do the things they have to do because they are programmed to do so. Are you still with me? Yes. But man is created in the image and likeness of God. So he must create because he is a creator. Creating something and anything positive gives you fulfillment. Creating something or anything positive gives you fulfillment. If you are not creating, you cannot fulfill in life. For that fulfillment, we entrepreneurs, people think we are doing for money. No. Most of it is just for fulfillment. Just for fulfillment. We want to create a legacy. We want to be remembered for something. I told you must be remembered for something, whether good or bad. And you must intentionally create it. Because you don't intentionally create, you are creating by neglect. So I told you everybody came to this life to make a name. Mercedes is somebody's name. Benz is somebody's name. 2 people, they created that business. Toyota somebody's name. Dangote somebody's name. Versace somebody's name. Rolex somebody's name. What is your name? Tell your neighbor. What is your name? You want to make money? You must create a name. If you say Adeboye now, you say the name. Dangote, somebody's name. Yorebo, somebody's name. Adewoye, Akumuye, somebody's name. Ubong Billion, somebody's name. Mr. Wilson, somebody's name. You're not somebody's name. You are here telling me I want money, I want money. Okay, go and create a brand. Create a brand. I talk about branding, I talk about so many things. Create a brand, be known for something. Be known for, stand for something, or you sit down for everything. The choice is yours. Either you stand up or you are sitting down. You are with me, shall I? Okay. So don't write this one down because I have one more statement to give. My time is gone. How better you get in life if you only work to be transformed into the image of God and likeness, so you can create things and solve problems to get money return. We create things to solve problems. Money follows it. Whether we pray or not, we know money follows value. It's not value. It just follows it. Money is a shadow. So once the substance is there, the shadow will follow. So write this one down as we round up today's class. Fulfilling your purpose by living in your creative space. Fulfilling your purpose by living in your creative space and making the world a better place through contribution. Fulfilling your purpose by living in your creative space. Fulfilling your purpose by living in your creative space and making the world a better place through contribution. Making the world a better place through contribution. So how to be more valuable in your creative space in business is that you want to become more valuable, stay on the imaginating and communicating. That is why to stay. Imagine things, communicate. Imagine things, communicate. Imagine things, communicate. Imagine, communicate. Communicate messages that inspire people, that move the masses, that make somebody become better. Don't communicate evil things. That's what the Bible says. Anything that's of good report, that has value, that do this, you should think about those things. You're not getting it. Okay. Because it's what you think, is what you say. As a man thinketh in his heart, so he is. And at the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh. You are not getting it. At the abundance of the heart, the mouth do what? Okay. Now you are seeing it coming closer to you. You want to become a great man, you have to start thinking great thoughts. It takes a lion heart to get the lion share. If you don't get the lion, you cannot get the lion share. So you are the one that is thinking like chicken. That is a problem. I don't like to associate chicken. They do in the village. They talk, make noise everywhere. You see them everywhere. That's what you do. You know, the thing is this: you cannot be where you want to be in life without not articulating, meticulously calculating. As a man thinketh, as a man calculated, as a man evaluated in his heart, so is the person. Thank you. What's your take on today? Okay, so for the online community, please don't get involved in any business without a mentor. Mentorship is the shortest legal shortcut to success. Mentorship is success. I said, if you don't get a mentor, you make all the mistakes. So go and get a mentor. Find someone who has achieved or who is on the way you are going, who has gone ahead of you. He will shorten your cut. And when you go to a mentor, don't beg mentors for items. Beg items. Don't beg mentors for items. Beg them for what? Ideas. Items are car, food, money. That's what poor people do. Poor people keep begging people for items. I need money. I need a car. I need items. Ask for ideas. What kind of books do you read? Where do you go to? What? How do you advise me? You see, let me tell you something. Anywhere you go to a rich man and beg him for money, he will run away from you. He will block you and don't want to talk to you again. Yes or yes? Yes. Go and beg a big man for ideas. He wants to see you again and again. Anytime I ask you to do something, go and do it. Send him the report. That's what rich people want. So, greatness is yours. Imagine it and implementing it and communicate. You become more valuable in your business space. So get a mentor, online community. Don't get involved in a business without a mentor. That will be the end of my class today. So check your notes. What have you learned today? Did you learn something today? It may just be one, maybe two. What's your take home today? Can I see your notes? What's your take home? Okay, go ahead.
Thank you, sir. Good morning, all. Good morning. My name remains Dr. Excellence. Sir, today you have finished me. In fact, I've made to understand that imagination and communication are the two key factors that made God to be who he was. And when he created me into that system.